So imagine sitting down at your desk on a Monday morning. You've got your coffee in hand, you open your laptop, log in, and you are immediately staring at, I don't know, maybe 300 brand new, all caps, highly emotional customer reviews.
Oh, yeah. Just the absolute worst way to start a week.
Right. And your job today, and well, every day, is to read through every single one of them.
Yeah.
You have to figure out exactly how mad or how happy these people are, sort them, rank them, and then somehow use that completely chaotic mess to fix your company's actual problems.
Which is, I mean, it's a massive undertaking.
It really is. Like, if you've ever managed a team or run a business, you already know this feeling. It is completely overwhelming.
Yeah, because processing unstructured data, which, by the way, is really just a very sterile corporate term for loud human emotion, it's incredibly difficult to process at scale.
Right.
You know, you aren't just looking at numbers on a ledger. You're looking at sarcasm, frustration, joy, typos, all of it just blended together.
Okay, let's unpack this, because the way businesses usually handle this right now is it's fundamentally broken. Trying to read and analyze customer feedback manually. Well, actually, wait.
Yeah.
It's like trying to drink from a fire hose while blindfolded.
That's a great way to put it.
You know, like you get completely soaked, but you don't really know what you're tasting. You can't make sense of it.
Exactly.
And the mission of our deep dive today is to figure out how this specific tool, we're looking at a product brief for a Trustpilot review sentiment analysis automation agent, how it takes that chaotic fire hose and turns it into a neat, quiet, perfectly organized spreadsheet.
And setting aside the software for a second, this is really about reclaiming human time. It's about turning that raw, deafening internet noise into actionable data.
Right, because before we even get into the mechanics of the code, we kind of need to understand the human pain point here, right?
Yeah.
Like, who actually needs this?
Right. The target user in the brief is the customer success manager.
The CSM, yeah.
Exactly. They are the front line. Their whole job is keeping the lifeblood of the business pumping, which means keeping customers satisfied.
Which is exhausting.
Oh, incredibly. But to do it, they need baseline metrics. They need to know the actual temperature of the room, not just, who happens to be shouting the loudest on Trustpilot that day.
Okay, but, and I have to play devil's advocate right out of the gate here.
Go for it.
When we talk about customer satisfaction, we are fundamentally talking about human feelings, right?
Right.
So if I'm a furious customer and I just received a broken product, doesn't the human touch matter? Like, isn't a human being reading my review inherently better than some piece of code scanning it? It just feels, I don't know, counterintuitive to hand empathy over to a bot.
What's fascinating here is that it definitely feels counterintuitive at first glance. We naturally conflate the act of reading a complaint with the act of actually solving it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And you are absolutely right that humans are vastly superior at empathy. But human error creeps into this process, specifically because of cognitive fatigue. Think about the psychology of that customer success manager on that Monday morning you mentioned.
Okay.
You read the first 10 Trustpilot reviews, and your empathy is just firing on all cylinders. You deeply understand the nuance of why a customer was annoyed about a shipping delay. You literally feel their pain.
Right, you're engaged.
But what happens by the time you reach review number 200?
Oh, your eyes are completely glazing over. You just want it to end.
Exactly. Your brain is actively protecting itself from emotional exhaustion. We call it empathy burnout.
Empathy burnout. Wow.
Yeah, your judgment gets clouded. So suddenly, a mildly annoyed review about like a confusing website menu starts to look exactly like a furious review about a stolen credit card.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because you're just numb to it all.
Right. A minor glitch feels like a systemic failure because you are just so tired of processing text. When a human reads hundreds of reviews, that fatigue inevitably leads to massive categorization errors.
You stop seeing the forest for the angry all caps trees.
Precisely. You stop accurately grading the severity of the problems, and that is the exact human toll this agent is designed to eliminate.
So it's not replacing the human.
Not at all. Automating the sentiment analysis doesn't remove the human from customer success. It actually protects their energy.
I like that.
It shifts their focus away from that mind-numbing task of reading every single individual grievance and frees up their cognitive load for the higher value task of, well, actually acting on the aggregated data.